Two people. Same city, same salary, same starting line. One invests, one doesn't. 40 years later, they are not the same person. This is what that looks like. The beginning. Age 22. You graduate in May. The ceremony is warm, the photos are good. Your parents look proud in a way that makes you uncomfortable because you can see the relief underneath it. You have $1,200 in your checking account, $28,000 in student loans, and a job offer for $42,000 a year that felt enormous until you divided it by 12 and subtracted taxes. You move into a one-bedroom with secondhand furniture and a mattress that's fine. Not good, fine. You split the internet with the neighbor because $80 a month feels like a choice you don't have to make yet. This is where both paths begin. Same room, same number.
Path 1.
Same Tuesday.
You don't invest. Not because you're irresponsible, because you're tired. Because you have $28,000 in loans and a car that needs new tires and a mother who calls every Sunday and mentions the loans the way people mention weather. You tell yourself you'll start when you're stable, when the loans are gone, when the salary is better, when there's more room. The first rule: there is never more room. You make it or you don't. Your paycheck hits, you pay rent, you pay minimums, you buy groceries, you go out twice a month because you earned it. You put $150 into a savings account that earns 0.01% interest because the bank's app made it easy and you felt responsible opening it. The $150 sits there. It does not move. It does not work. It breathes. Barely. You get a raise at 24. $4,000 a year before tax. The rent goes up
You feel it for about a
$180 a month. You are exactly where you were. You pay off one loan at 26, the small one, $4,200. You screenshot the zero balance. You feel something. You don't reinvest the payment. You absorb it into life. The money finds places to go. It always does. You are 28. You make $56,000 a year. You have $6,400 in savings. You have no investments. You have not thought about compound interest in any personal way. You have thought about it the way you think about a country you've never been to. Vaguely. Theoretically. Not yours. Your colleague mentions her brokerage account at lunch. You change the subject. Not because you don't care, because caring feels expensive right now. You are 31. You get married. The wedding costs $18,000. You put $9,000 on a card you were going to pay off. You are still paying it off at 33.
You have a partner. A small apartment that became a rental when you bought a house at 34 with a $0 down payment program you found online. The mortgage is $1,640 a month. Property taxes are $420. Insurance is $180. You are house poor in a way that feels like success because you own something. You are 36. Your savings account has $11,000 in it. You have been working for 14 years. 14 years of paychecks, raises, bonuses, $11,000. You don't say this out loud. You don't run the number because running it would require you to sit with it. The second rule: the money you don't deploy doesn't disappear.
Path 2.
It just
You
never
invest at
arrives.
22. Same apartment, same mattress, same $42,000 salary. But you read something in the first month. Not a book, an article. Badly written, honestly. But it had a number in it that you couldn't shake. $200 a month at 22, invested in an index fund averaging 8% annually, becomes $702,000 by age 65. You read it 3 times. You don't fully believe it. But you open a brokerage account that same week because disbelief and action are not mutually exclusive. You invest $200. The market dips 4 days later. You watch your $200 become $193. You don't pull it out. Not because you're disciplined, because $7 doesn't feel like enough reason to quit. That instinct, that specific, almost lazy refusal to panic, that is the whole game at this level. You automate it. Every payday, $200 leaves before you see it. You stop feeling it after the second month. It becomes invisible the way rent becomes invisible.
Already gone. You are 24. Your portfolio is $5,800. The market had a rough quarter. Your balance dipped to $4,900 and came back. You barely noticed. You are learning, without trying, that volatility is not loss. Volatility is just weather. You increase to $300 a month when your raise comes through. You don't upgrade your life. You upgrade the contribution. That decision, that single unsexy decision, is worth more than you will ever be able to calculate in the moment. You are 26. Your portfolio is $14,200. You have never told anyone this number. Not your parents, not your partner, not your friends. Money at this level is private, not secret, private. You open a Roth IRA. You max it for the first time at 27. $6,500 in a single year. Tax-free growth, tax-free withdrawal. You feel the structure of it, the architecture. You are not just saving. You are building something with a shape.
The account is not the point.
The third rule.
The behavior is the point. The account just keeps score. You are 29. Your combined portfolio, brokerage, and Roth sits at $38,000. You've contributed roughly $21,000 over 7 years. The rest is return, compounding. The machine running quietly in the background while you worked and ate and slept and argued and made up and went on one vacation you slightly overspent on. You look at the number, $38,000. And for the first time, you feel the gap between what you put in and what came back. That gap is not interest. That gap is leverage, time leverage.
The middle.
And it is
Age 30 to 42. Path 1. You are 38. The house has appreciated. You feel wealthy when Zillow sends you the estimate. You are not wealthy. You have equity you cannot spend without moving. Your 401k, the one your employer enrolled you in automatically, has $19,000 in it. You've contributed just enough to get the match, no more. You tell yourself the house is the investment. For some people, in some markets, this is partially true. For you, in this market, it is a story you tell to avoid the other story. You make $74,000 a year now. You spend $73,200. Not on luxury, on life. On the mortgage and the car payment and the kids' activities and the weekend that gets away from you and the Amazon order you forgot you placed. You are not failing. You are treading water in a way that looks, from the outside, like swimming. Your 401k hits
18 years of working.
$31,000 in invested assets. You run the number one night. If this grows at 7% annually and you never add another dollar, you will have $119,000 at 65. You add the house equity, maybe $180,000 by then if prices hold. Social Security, maybe $1,800 a month. You sit with the total, you close the spreadsheet. The fourth rule, avoidance is a financial decision. It just doesn't feel like one. You start contributing more to the 401k at 41, $400 extra per month. You are doing the right thing. You are doing it 14 years late. The math does not care about your reasons. Your portfolio is $189,000. You have contributed $79,000 over 16 years. The market returned the rest. $110,000 that you did not earn with labor. $110,000 that arrived because you were in the game long enough for the game to pay you. You increased your contributions 3 times. Once when you got a raise at 29, once when you paid off your car at 33 and redirected the payment, once when you got married and sat down with your partner and built a shared financial plan on a Sunday afternoon with coffee and a spreadsheet and one argument that lasted 20 minutes and resolved into clarity. You own a home. The mortgage is real. The pressure is real. But you did not stop investing to buy it. You adjusted. You reduced contributions for 8 months during the down payment savings push. Then you resumed. The machine never fully stopped. You are 40. Portfolio $247,000. You check it quarterly. The number has stopped being exciting. It has become structural. Like a wall in a house you stopped noticing because it was always there holding everything up. Your partner asks what you want to do at 55. You have an answer, not a dream, an answer, with a number attached, with a timeline, with a gap you know how to close. That is a different experience.
Age 45 to 55. Path 1. You are 48. Your kids are in high school. College is 3 years away. You have not saved for it. Not intentionally, not because you don't love them, because there was never a clean moment to start, and then the moment passed, and then it passed again. You take out a Parent Plus loan, $34,000 for the first one. You will take another for the second. Your 401k is $88,000. You are 17 years from retirement. The math requires $380 more per month than you currently contribute to retire at anything resembling comfort. You don't have $380. You work more. Your partner works more. You are not unhappy. You are busy in a way that functions as a substitute for unhappy. At 52, something shifts. You read an article about compound interest, the same concept you walked past at 22,
This time
28,
it lands
34.
differently because now you are on the other side of it. Now you are the person the article is warning. You max your 401k for the first time at 53. You open a brokerage account. You invest $800 a month. You are doing everything right. The fifth rule: doing the right thing at 53 is not the same as doing the right thing at 22. The math is the same.
Path 2.
The time
You
is
are 48.
Portfolio, $612,000. You did not do anything dramatic to get here. You did not pick winning stocks. You did not time the market. You did not have a higher salary than the person on the other path. You simply stayed. For 26 years, you stayed in the market. Through 3 crashes, 2 recessions, one period where you genuinely considered stopping because the balance dropped $47,000 in 4 months, and it felt like bleeding. You didn't stop. You bought more during the drop because you had read enough to know what a sale looked like. Your kid's college fund has $94,000 in it. You started it when your first child was born. $150 a month for 17 years. The market did the rest. You are 52. Portfolio, $890,000. You can see the other side of it now. Not retirement as collapse.
You have begun
Retirement
modeling what
as
$1.2 million looks like at a 4% withdrawal rate. $48,000 a year, indefinitely, without touching the principal. That number plus Social Security is a life, an actual life with actual choices in it. You don't tell people this, not because you're ashamed, because money at this level changes conversations in ways that don't
Age
help
65. Path 1. You retire at 65 because your body has decided before your finances did. Your 401k is $340,000. It took a decade of aggressive catch-up contributions to get there. You are proud of it. You should be. You worked for it. At a 4% withdrawal rate, it generates $13,600 a year. Social Security adds $1,900 a month. You have the house, paid off at 63. That matters. Your monthly income in retirement is $3,200. Your monthly expenses are $3,800. The gap is $600 every month. You manage it. You adjust. You stop traveling the way you planned. You help your kids less than you wanted to. You do not struggle. You are fine. Fine is the word. Fine is what 43 years of almost enough produces. You sit on the porch on a Tuesday afternoon. We're tired. Free. Technically.
The
$200
$200 you didn't move at 22 because stability felt more urgent than the future. You think about what $200 a month for 43 years actually was. Not a sacrifice, a decision.
Path
You
2.
just didn't
You
know
retire
you were
at
making.
61. Not because you have to, because the number finally says you can, and you believe the number. Your portfolio is $2.1 million. You contributed $380,000 over 39 years. The market returned $1.72 million. You did not earn that $1.72 million. You earned the $380,000. Time earned the rest. Consistency opened the door, and time walked through it. At a 4% withdrawal rate, your portfolio generates $84,000 a year. Social Security adds $2,100 a month. Your annual retirement income is $109,200. You are not rich in the way people mean at dinner parties. You are free in the way that means something. You wake up on a Wednesday with nowhere to be. You go somewhere anyway because you want to. That is the distinction. Want versus have to. 40 years of a single quiet decision lives in that distinction. You don't feel superior to anyone. You feel mostly
and a little quiet about what you now understand that you didn't at 22. The sixth rule. The gap between these two lives was never income. It was never luck. It was a $200 decision made before you felt ready, and then made again and again.
The return.
Until the decision.
Somewhere right now, there is a 22-year-old, fresh out of school, $1,200 in checking, $28,000 in loans, a mattress that's fine, a salary that felt big until it didn't. They are thinking about stability. They are thinking about the loans. They are thinking about next month. They are not thinking about 65. Nobody is at 22. But 65 is thinking about them. It is already running the numbers. It is already compounding in one direction or the other. The account is open or it isn't. The $200 moves or it stays. The machine starts or it waits. And the machine does not wait forever. It just runs, with you or without you. Forward, always forward. The only question it has ever asked is whether you were in it when it did.